Hello, how are you all doing? It's such a pleasure to greet you. I wish you that everything flows and falls into place in perfect harmony. Welcome, everyone, my dearest, loving, luminous, and successful family. Well, here we are. This is the week of November 24th to the 30th. It's like, starting right now, we could start donating, selling, or gifting whatever we haven't used in the last year to make space for the new, so you're not rushing around at the end of the year, right? Because that's what happens. Oh, the recipe. They're all here on the channel. Just look for them. They're very good. But listen, I'm going to tell you about this week. It's a very interesting week. With the sun currently positioned in the astrological sign of Sagittarius, that alignment gives us a great deal of strength, an abundance of joy, a surge of energy, radiant light, and the powerful drive and motivation to make things happen in our lives. The entire week ahead is characterized by a waxing moon phase, which continues steadily right up until the 28th of November. That is the date when we will wake up in the morning to find ourselves greeted by the waxing moon, still growing brighter in the sky. We have weeks of the new moon in Capricorn in Aquarius, and the waxing moon begins on the 28th in the sign of Pisces. I'll tell you, on the 27th of this month, we have Saturn direct in the sign of Pisces. Then or afterwards, on the 29th day of the month, we have Mercury turning direct in the astrological sign of Scorpio, which is known for its intensity and depth. And on the 30th day, Venus gracefully enters the sign of Sagittarius, bringing a sense of adventure and optimism. So what does all this mean? Venus is the planet of beauty. It's beautiful, gorgeous, lovely. It's art, beauty, money. It's a planet. Venus is a beautiful girl. Venus fills us with joy, with drive, with spirit, and in Sagittarius, well, they're great friends. They get along incredibly well. So you can already feel the energy of Saturn direct, Mercury direct, Venus in Sagittarius, the Sun in Sagittarius. So what are we going to do this week? Just do what you have to do, really. It's time to make things happen. It's a very luminous week, full of drive, full of joy, full of happiness. Very typical of how Sagittarians are. Do you know any Sagittarians? Well, I am one. Are you a Sagittarius, or do you know someone in your family who is? They're always looking for the solution to everything. They find the bright side of it all. Okay. This week, since we have the new moon and we're heading toward the waxing moon, we have all these changes I want to tell you about. Now listen, with Saturn now direct in the sign of Pisces, it's going to stay there for a couple of years. What does this mean? Well, it will move into Aries. But for now, Saturn will just stay. What I mean to say is that Saturn is direct. And with it being direct, you'll feel like there aren't as many tests. Saturn is the one that what solidifies things, the strength, the authority, the rules, the norms. And with it being direct, you'll feel a bit more liberated, but you've realized the strength, the power, the energy, and the ability you have to make things happen. That's the cool thing about retrograde planets. And now, on the 29th, when Mercury is already direct in Scorpio, remember that the post-shadow periods are still in effect, okay? It's not like on the very same day a planet goes retrograde or direct, you shouldn't sign things on that day, but wait for the next few days. If for some reason you have to sign something, well, just be very attentive to what you're signing. I repeat, I've had to sign things on many occasions with many retrograde planets. And no, things worked out. This week, I invite you to talk to yourselves, to write love and respect letters to yourselves. That's very characteristic of Sagittarius. Yes, to have confrontations in the mirror, speaking to ourselves with love, with affection, telling ourselves how beautiful, gorgeous, precious, wonderful, and unique we are. Not speaking harshly to ourselves, not blaming ourselves, no, quite the opposite. It's time to write a little letter to ourselves, addressed to ourselves with a lot of love. Whenever you want, but this week is very good because, well, Venus is coming into Sagittarius from November 30th to December 24th, so you do the math. So that means we're going to have the energy of Sagittarius with Venus in love, in romance, in passion, in love for everyone around us, at work, in matters of money and so on. But the main thing is that you have a positive confrontation in the mirror. It'll go well for you. Try it. No one is watching you. It's just you with yourself. Look yourself in the eyes. Smile with your eyes and your lips. Tell yourself beautiful things. I love you, I care for you, I admire you, I value you, I respect you. Thank you for existing. I know everything you've been through. I know you've fallen many times, that you've gone through sad moments of emptiness, of loneliness. But I'm here with you. We've achieved it together. And we're going to achieve even more than what we've achieved to this day. Because we are light, because we are love, because we are joy, because we are happiness. You tell yourself all of that face to face, and you also write it down. Tell yourselves many beautiful things. It's very important to cheer ourselves on. It's that simple. I'm talking about doing it with humility. I'm talking about reconnecting with ourselves. When I tell you to find lost pieces of ourselves, that's what I mean. Because they can do all sorts of things to us, but if we know who we are, no one can touch us. And if they do, look, I bless you and release you with love. I wish you all the best, but you don't belong in my life. And we smile about it. That's the Sagittarius cycle. It helps a lot. Because the sun in Sagittarius does help us to let things just slide right off. And if my shine bothers you, put on some sunglasses. Yeah, that's fine. And it's not that we don't have the maturity or the common sense or the experience. No, there are limits. So reconnect with yourself and claim your place. Love yourself a lot, cherish yourself a lot, value yourself a lot. Make yourself valued. As my Margarita would say, make yourself valued. I'm going straight to the astrological recommendations. Aries, are you waiting for an answer about money, work, finances, or assets? Well, it's here. Abundance and prosperity are in your life. Answers about something that has everything to do with your assets. It's the perfect, right, and proper time to do new and different things. This is not a good time to be telling your plans to anyone. Let your plans unfold, come to fruition, show results, and then you can share the news. Don't feel the need to tell the whole world how great and wonderful everything is. Let your results speak for themselves, my dear Aries. It's important to avoid, the gossip, the envy, the finger pointing. I know that everything you're doing with passion, with spirit, with energy, and you've truly earned it. But people will point fingers, people will criticize, people will be envious. So why get caught up in all that, right? That's what I say. So don't say a thing. It's also a very, very good week for you, especially on the 27th and 28th. These are two very interesting days where it's indicated you'll be entering into some kind of contract signing or agreement, an important signature, something that benefits you, something that's coming for the next few years. It's financially beneficial and will give you great relief and a lot of peace. There's a meeting, a gathering at home that's going to reach a spectacular conclusion. Everything will flow in harmony. It could be a party, a get-together, or a reunion with family, but something lovely with your loved ones. For Taurus, you have everything going for you, just like that, full circle, physically, mentally, and spiritually, but most especially spiritually. What I mean by this is that everything that passes through your mind, one day your eyes will see it become a reality. Perhaps you've already been seeing many of the things you've dreamed of, and there's still more to come. Because what we must always keep in our minds, my dear Taurus, is to dream, dream, dream with our eyes open and our feet on the ground. And when we least expect it, we make that dream a reality, and that's what's happening for you. And it's not a result of chance or good luck. It's the result of your dedication, your commitment, and your desire to make things happen. I'm telling you, this week you're going to receive a lot. In love, in friendships, in your social life, at work, in romance, a lot of passion. A new member of the family is on the horizon. There's something, a lot of joy. There's a trip you've been putting off, for later. Now is a good time, my love. The right time is always today. Today is your day. Today is your day to make things happen. It's never yesterday. It's never tomorrow. It's always today. and keep money with money and material things with material things, but love is love. I know we can't live on love alone, as they say, right? But that's okay, because when we're in love and we love and we are loved in return, well, everything just works out better. It's like everything is stabilizing for you, isn't it, my dear Taurus? And I repeat, it's the result of your good conduct, your dedication, and your commitment. People are going to distance themselves from your life. That's fine. When there are people who no longer fit in your life, well, may they have a good life and may God bless them. For Gemini, analyze, observe, and check before making decisions, especially those related to your work, professional, and financial life. If you want, get advice, or if you want to do something new or different, get advice from the experts. Don't let urgency, need, or desperation get the better of you when it's time to make decisions. Getting advice is very important, because that's why I always say you have to keep your feet on the ground, your eyes on the sky, and your hand on your heart when you're going to make determinations and decisions, because it's something important in your personal and professional life. Some of your family members are also involved, or you want to involve some of your family members. When we involve family in work and in business, you have to, well, lay the cards on the table. Who's in, who's out, what gets done, what doesn't, so that everything flows in harmony. If you work independently, there's a very interesting proposal to do something new, something different, that is very much worth it, because it will generate more and better income for you, which will give you a great sense of relief and a great freedom of action. And if by chance, my dear Gemini, you're in love or you're about to start a romantic relationship, it looks very positive and very favorable. For Cancer, my love, you are good, tender, romantic, sensitive, loving. What can I tell you? You're always looking for ways to care for, attend to, pamper, coddle, and support others. And today, this week, you said, I'm here too. And so I applaud you for that. I'm speaking to you planetarily. It's like you're becoming aware of many things. So you're taking the mask off your eyes and you're realizing that not all that glitters is gold, right? Well, yes, that's how it goes. But it's okay, because you are pure love. And you deserve pure love. In your professional environment, you're going to get very good responses regarding paperwork, agreements, deals, business, or some type of contract. I know you're signing a lot of things. I don't know, a lot of paperwork is indicated during this week. Very important, very valuable. Also, well, this week, I repeat, well, we have the sun in Sagittarius. There's still some time. It will be there until, well, there's still time all the way until December. Approximately, I think on December 21st, the sun enters. Let me tell you exactly. Until December 21st at 9 in the morning, when the sun will enter Capricorn. This cycle you have with the sun in Sagittarius, take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Because it's not just because of the sun in Sagittarius, it's because of Jupiter in Cancer, because of Venus in Sagittarius, because of Saturn direct. 3 magic keys, my dear Cancer. Get up with enthusiasm, just like you know how. You do it well. Take the mask off your eyes and see things as they are. Remember that we fall so we can get back up, and that life sometimes gives us stairs with crooked steps, broken steps, a bit of everything, but we keep on climbing. Keep moving forward, stick with your plans. You're going to receive very good news, especially on the 26th, 27th, and 28th. Those are key days. It has to do with your personal and professional life, but especially your financial life, which will be favorable and positive. For Leo, there are offers that are very much worth it. You do need, my dear Leo, to stay away from dream stealers. Dream stealers are those who, when you tell them something, they say, no way, what are you thinking? No, you're not the right age. No, it's not the right time. No, not even. Oh no, stay away from them. You were born to shine, to achieve, to advance, to get attention, to make things happen. It's clearly marked in your charts. You're in a time of triumph, success, abundance, and prosperity. And it's important to stay away from limited people who can't stand your shine, your success. We're not looking for people to criticize and envy us. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you have people close to you who complain all day long, who only say unfavorable things, you have everything going for you. You are a hardworking person, a go-getter, creative, with drive, with spirit. I'm telling you what the planets are saying. I tell you what your personality is like, but I'm telling you what the planets are saying. Right now, the planets are telling you it's time to win, time to advance, time to achieve. Take advantage. The Sun is in Sagittarius, Venus is in Sagittarius, Jupiter is in Cancer. It's time to do new things, different things. Mercury is about to go direct. So it's not time to think, it's time to act. Use your social connections and you'll advance more quickly. Just as they ask you for help and support, now it's your turn, my dear Leo. You also need to raise your hand and ask for help and support so you can do much more than what you're doing right now, since you have a great capacity to generate more and better income for your well-being and that of those involved. For Virgo, if you had something that wasn't happening, that wasn't moving, that wasn't evolving, that was stuck, that was stalled, that was like tangled skeins of yarn, everything is going to untangle. Everything will fall into place at just the right moment. Now listen, here I go. You're going to have a meeting, event, or gathering. There's an aspect, especially there will be an aspect for you on November 26th to 27th that will be tremendously beneficial for your financial life. Don't say a single thing, just listen. Listen to everything they're proposing to you. Don't say anything. Why? Because all that magical, wonderful, and well-analyzed information you have, keep it to yourself in the best sense of the word until everything is in your favor and the proposal is, well, 100% favorable for both you and everyone involved. You're going to put great ideas on the table, and those ideas are still yours. But these are ideas that will be put to work. And by working on those ideas, you'll bring great benefits to yourself, and you'll also benefit other people. If you use your intelligence, which is enormous, your intelligence, ability, public relations, intuition, perception, mixed with, as I said, that creativity, you're going to create a waterfall of job and financial opportunities. That trip you've been putting off is still on. Travel is very prominent in your chart with many opportunities. It's also a time when you'll work a lot on yourself, your being, your inner world. Because when we start to heal our past wounds, my dear Virgo, everything works. Yes, when we heal ourselves. Because to heal, definitely, to forgive is to heal the soul. And when you start to forgive others and forgive yourself for whatever happened, because we're so hard on ourselves, and many times we don't forgive ourselves for the what ifs, if only I had done this, or if only I had said that. It's in the past. What's done is done, and whoever stayed can stay. And for those who left, wish them all the best. You understood me perfectly, my dear Virgo. How many changes have you been going through? It's a time for abundance and prosperity, and a time for worthiness. For Libras, very much in love, well, Venus, your planet, there you go. No less than in Sagittarius from next November 30th until December 24th. Wow. Well, it's time to reap and reap and reap, my dear Libra. Everything you deserve is right in front of you. It's time to reach out, not too far. You don't even need to stretch much, just a little bit, and it's there. You have sown a lot in recent years, and it's harvest time. It's time to win, to advance, to achieve. In your financial life, there's an increase, a change in your economy, or a start of something new, something different, because an increase in your income is foreseen. You will make contact with very important and very intelligent people who are beneficial for your present situation. And that's not to mention your short-term future, which is part of the package. Those people you're going to meet this week know about you, they know you. They have their eyes on you and have been watching you. They know your capabilities, so listen to the proposals. It's very much worth it. You can perfectly well, my dear Libra, have your fruits in different baskets because you have the strength, the power, the ability, the joy, the charm, and you always find a solution to the situations that arise. This week especially, I'll tell you, the 25th, 26th, 27th, put a little star there in your agenda. You will receive proposals, calls, projects that are very convenient for you. But it is very important, and it is up to you to ask for exactly everything you deserve. Just as you give to others and give them their place and their space, give it to yourself, my love. They will say yes, my dear Libra. Who says no to a Libra who solves everything? Come on. For Scorpios, you're in a perfect season. Bravo! There's applause, rewards, and recognition. The past might start to nag at your mind a little bit over something you didn't do or say. I'm speaking emotionally, of course. So, my love, if you can say it, go ahead, go and say it. If you can't say it, well, write it down and send it out energetically so that information and that message reaches the person, even if you can't do it physically. That's important because, many new things are coming into your life, my dear Scorpio, especially in your home. It could be moving, a remodel, or buying a house or selling a house. It all has to do with your home. By being at peace, relaxed, and calm, you in your house, in your home with your loved ones, you're starting to do some soul searching, some introspection to figure out where you're headed and what new things you want to do. You want to have more freedom to act. You want to have more free time for yourself and for your loved ones. Because your schedule is quite full and it can be done. You can get organized. There are times when life tosses you around like a marble in a washboard, from one side to the other. Well, but right now, it's time for some soul searching, as you've been doing and as you will do. And if you haven't, you're about to start. Because you want to bring everything into balance, you want to create equilibrium. And yes, usually you, Scorpio, achieve what you desire. And since in this case, it's not just for you, but for your loved ones, for everyone involved, the people you love, the response will be very favorable. Having the Sun in Sagittarius and I insist, with Jupiter in Cancer and Venus in Sagittarius on the upcoming 30th is helping you immensely to do new and different things. If this week you have to sign something, a contract, an agreement, anything you need to sign, it's a very good week to do it. You're also taking great care of yourself. Maybe you're making a change to your diet, or exercising, or starting to read spiritual or motivational material. You're making many changes, I repeat, physical, mental, and spiritual ones, which are very positive. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, where you set your sights, you shoot your arrow. And this week, what can I say? With Venus entering Sagittarius, the energy is already at full blast, right, Sagittarius? Well, happy birthday to all the Sagittarians. This week, my dear Sagittarius, you're going to have many changes. There's a reunion with yourself. You're more relaxed, more calm, more serene, more thoughtful, more introspective, making determinations and decisions because you've thought them through. Now is the time to make those decisions and those determinations that are best for yourself, your being, your inner world, your peace, and your emotional stability. Here I'll share with you one of the phrases I've written as a Sagittarian myself, my dear Sagittarius. If to pay for my freedom I have to pay something, and it's a material matter, I'll pay it. Because my freedom is priceless. Because long live peace, because my peace is non-negotiable. Many times in life there are things that can indeed be paid for with money. And if paying with money means my freedom of action, my peace, and my tranquility, well, money can be made again. I'm telling you this because you're going through many changes. You're rediscovering yourself, making determinations and decisions that are for the best for you and your loved ones. But for your family and your loved ones to be well, you have to be well. So, my peace is non-negotiable. My peace is priceless. That's a very Sagittarian thing, and you understand me perfectly. I'll tell you that Venus's entry into Sagittarius from the 30th of November until December 24th will give you magic keys for all those things that were put away, left on the back burner, weren't done, or were postponed for later. You're going to start reading more than you usually do, writing more than you usually do. You're going to close more cycles than you're used to. You're going to open new cycles where you know you should be. Your circle, your safe circle, your safe group. There are romantic, sentimental reunions with someone you wouldn't even have imagined, my dear Sagittarius. That's how it goes. Someone from your past who returns to your present, someone you thought was gone but is coming back. And those Sagittarians who already have a stable relationship, you'll stay right there. Everything calm and cute. For Capricorn. All right, Capricorn? Strength, drive, spirit, energy. It's not time to think, it's time to act. You're full of passion, of spirit. And well, of course, Saturn, It goes direct this upcoming 27th. That gives you a lot of relaxation and a lot of peace of mind because, well, your planet is Saturn, right? Also, many other things are in the air because you're going to get good news about something you were waiting for to be able to resolve 1, 2, or 3 pending issues, work-related matters, credit matters, that is economic matters. Something is coming into your life financially that will help you breathe easy. I mean, financially, to settle some kind of 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 pending money along the way. I mean, pay your debts, in conclusion. But that economic and work-related change coming into your life will give you great peace and a great breather. We know that you are by far one of the most hardworking, giving, and dedicated people, definitely. And now that Saturn is direct, it's like you've already passed the test. Yes, and it's still in Pisces because later it will return to Aries. But right now, while it's still in Pisces, it's telling you that you stopped being and doing things just to belong, my dear Capricorn. What did you stop being and doing just to belong? You know you're a leader, that you have the capabilities, you have the intelligence, you have the connections, you have the strength. Well, it's time to make things happen. It's time to close and open cycles because the paths are full of light for you. There are great magic keys in front of you so that everything you have in mind can come true. For Aquarius, justice is marked for you. I know you've been through ups, downs, and more. Oh, because that's how it was. That's how Pluto in Aquarius is, right? Shaking things up for you at full force. But do you know why Pluto in Aquarius is doing that, my dear Aquarius? Because it knows you can, because it knows you're capable, because it knows you have the strength, the intelligence, the dedication, the commitment, the creativity, the intelligence. I could go on. I could list a number of little spheres of everything you are. So it's not time to think, it's time to act. If I insist on this phrase, hold on to it. Think less, feel more, and act a whole lot. Don't overthink things because you'll be left wanting to do them. Feel them and do them. You have everything to win, everything to succeed. Don't listen to the voices of negative people. No, please. We'll always encounter energy leeches in life. What do? We send them love and blessings and keep moving forward. I know that people love to talk with you. They love to tell you their problems as if you were their personal therapist. Right now, what you need is to focus, to channel your energy toward everything that's in front of you. You're getting new proposals, very valuable proposals that are absolutely worth it because they bring short, medium, and long-term results. You have the ability to become independent very soon, regardless of what you're currently doing for a living. There are very favorable changes coming to your professional and financial life. It's also important to reconnect with some of your loved ones, to heal old wounds, to heal the past. You'll decide whether to or not, but the important thing is to release, forgive, and heal. And for Pisces, Jupiter, which is the planet of triumph, success, abundance, prosperity, and so on. Pay close attention, my dear Pisces. It's in Cancer, which is your sign, which is water element, just like you. And now Venus is coming into Sagittarius. Okay. Oh, let me tell you. Jupiter is also your planet, just like Neptune. Pisces, it's also your planet. Yes, of course it is. So, with Jupiter in Cancer and with Venus and the Sun coming into Sagittarius, it's not time to think, my love. It's time to act. You have every advantage. I insist, my dear Pisces, get to the very front of the line. And I always tell you this because your excess of kindness, of tenderness, you're always ready and willing to help, protect, share, attend to, pamper, and support others. That's why you often feel exhausted, tired, melancholic, because you're always giving. Well, it turns out that all these planetary changes I just told you about, it's as if they've given you a new lease on life, a new vigor, a new desire to do new and different things because they are all in your favor. Because good fortune is on your side. I did not say luck, I said good fortune. I'm referring to Jupiter, I'm referring to the Sun in Sagittarius, I'm referring to Venus in Sagittarius, to Saturn, which is now direct. You have the intelligence, the ability, the dedication, and the commitment to do new and different things. But yes, my love, just as when someone asks you for help and you immediately give it, now you must ask yourself for help and do it. Trips are coming and more trips will follow. Changes to your home are coming. Remodeling, maybe buying a new place or something related to real estate. In love, you'll be in harmony if you have a stable relationship. But if you're not in a relationship, my dear Pisces, be very alert because someone is going to knock on the doors of your heart. Thank you so much for joining me. May each and every one of your dreams come true. I invite you to subscribe here to our channel, give it a thumbs up, and ring the bell. And don't miss everything we have for you. There's a lot of information on this channel. And yes, please subscribe because I want to reach 1 million. Come on. Give it to me as a gift. Well, my birthday already passed, but it can be for Christmas. Oh, if you can, a subscription, lots of subscriptions. And my website is Mizada-Mohamed.com so you can see the products we have for you. That is the only place I have products for sale for you, of course. Anything else they sell you anywhere else is not mine. Only there at Mizada-Mohamed.com. And my pages on social media, I'm Mizada Mohamed. Just like that, Mizada Mohamed, just as my name is spelled. Not one, not two, no, just Mizada Mohamed verified. If it's not verified, it's not from Mizada. Even if you see my phrases, my recipes, my horoscopes, it's not my account. I want to tell you that many times we hold back from being who we want to be just to be liked by others, and that's okay. But when we stop being ourselves just to belong or be in a certain circle, I don't think that's right. If they love you for who you are, that's wonderful. If not, then wish them all the best. Be yourself, my love. I am Mizada Mohamed. I love you all and I want to see you thrive. Thank you very much for graciously joining us today. Please subscribe to our channel and kindly visit my personal website, Mizada-Mohamed.com.